try to keep this segment anyways short, because I'm sure it's kind of hard to see me. I think the last time I recorded like this, it was anyways. It might be okay right now because there's lights around outside, but once we get away from these lights and it's just the red light that I have on, I think it's hard to see me. Especially like if I lean back, I think you can't see me. And then if I lean forward, you can. But I don't know. So anyways, I didn't finish recording yesterday. I'm not sure what's up with that. I didn't really realize, I think I kind of realized before, but I didn't really realize it until I was editing last night. It was like, wow, a lot happened. I knew I didn't record like when I was heading back to the yard or whatever, but I think more happened since I recorded than I thought. Not like a lot happened, really. Let me see, I think the last thing that happened, oh yeah, I recorded out in the street in front of where I was delivering in Clackamas. About my fruit nut medley. And I think that was it. So after that I got pulled in, I untied, delivered that load. Then I had to go all the way back across town, farther west than I was when I picked up that load. If you remember, I was cutting all the way from the west side of Portland to basically the east side to deliver that load. Then I went all the way past Portland on the west side to Beaverton. Picked up a load of pipe, which is what I have now, that delivers in Quincy, Washington, at 8 o'clock this morning. According to my GPS, that's about 5 hours away, which is why it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm leaving. So, yeah, I went home, went to bed pretty early last night. Went to bed about 7-ish. I don't know exactly what time it was. Went to bed about 7-ish, so that I could get up in the wee hours, get to the truck, and leave the yard around 2-ish. Actually, it's 2:11. So, yeah, that's going to be the next 5-ish hours of my day, heading east, and it's going to be dark pretty much all of that, so I don't know if I'll really record anything on the way. Or I'd just be driving, drinking Monster, eating sugary snacks, and then I'll give y'all an update later when it's light and not 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's where we're at. How's it going? Wonder how loud that is for you. So I got a little light on my dashboard on the way up here that meant let me see what it says. Say what it's called, but basically telling me that oh, DPF regeneration lane, that basically I need to do a parked regeneration, which is basically, I think it's cleaning some filter. I don't really know. It has to do with newer trucks with all the silly new emission stuff. I shouldn't say silly, but every couple weeks, this is the second time I've had to do it, a light comes on and first it's solid, which means you're going to need to do it soon, then it starts flashing, which means you need to do a park regen, which takes 30 or 40 minutes. So I came on solid on my way here, and just before I got here it started flashing. So I was like, okay, I'll just do it when they're unloading me, which is now. So I'm here at the job, I'm untied, they've just started unloading me. Looks like it's going to be a pretty slow process. So I'm running my parked regen, and then I'll shut her down once that's done, and sit here and keep waiting. May not be as bad. I don't know, that thing's got some really long forks. So I've got a load of conduit, and it's 3 bundles wide. But it looks like their forks are long enough to grab 3 at a time, so it might go fairly quick. He told me it'd be maybe an hour and a half, which is made me assume they were taking 1 bundle at a time. But it might just be a lot faster than that. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm out here in Quincy. It's a beautiful blue sky day. Just sitting now, doing my regen, waiting for them to unload me, and then I'll be heading east. So I'll check back in. Oh well, obviously I'm empty now because I'm driving. You guys are smart enough to see that, right? So just leaving there where I just delivered. Gonna work my way back out to I-90. Then that's, I don't know, 15 miles or something. And then jump on I-90 going east for another 20-ish miles. Then stop in Moses Lake for fuel. I got about 1/8 of a tank, which, I don't know, probably go 100 miles on 1/8 of a tank, or 150 miles. I have a CFN card. CFN is what, Commercial Fueling Network. So I get a better rate on fuel at CFNs than like at truck stops and whatnot. And there's not a whole lot of CFNs out here, so I could probably go farther. I probably don't need to stop at this one. It's only 35 miles away. But there's at least looking at their app, I don't have a whole lot of options. The route that I'm taking to get to Pullman, where I'm picking up, it looks like it's all like 2-lane highway once I get off I-90, which basically I take I-90 to Moses Lake and then turn south on a little highway, run that for a while, and then I turn east on another little highway and run that pretty much all the way into Pullman. And those little highways, they're fine to drive on, but they don't usually have, you know, like CFNs. They're usually on major interstates. Man, the sun is just right in my eyes. It's off up there, but no, that's right in the spot where even if I turn my visor over there, it's just low enough where it wouldn't do me any good. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, now it's in my eyes right up there. And it'd be right in between the visors if I put the other visor down. So anyhow, I'm going to cruise on to my fuel stop, and I will check back in with you in a bit. I think I might actually stop, when I stop for fuel, make myself a bagel or something, have some breakfast. So maybe if I think of something to talk about between now and then, I'll talk about it. Otherwise, I may not check in while I'm getting fuel. Who knows? We'll see. You'll see in just a minute when I'm going to check in again. You'll find out, like, right? Well, hello there. Told you it'd be just a second. It's been like an hour and a half for me, something like that. So I left, well, I guess where I left off on the recording there, I got on I-90 and east to Moses Lake to get fuel. Crazy. It's like a beautiful blue sky there delivering. As soon as I got on 90 east, fog. Been fog for a long time. Got to Moses Lake. No, that place, that CFN, it showed up on the app on my phone, but this truck's not going in there. So I jumped back on the highway, continued on my way towards Pullman, found another CFN in a town called Othello, Washington, and stopped there. That place was nice and big, lots of room, little store there. So I saved that one in my GPS, so when I'm out in this side of the state anyways, I'll try to, if it's somewhat convenient, stop there for fuel. And really that's, I don't know, 60 miles, I guess, from Quincy. And it was fog pretty much all the way until I was just about there. Like, the fog cleared like 3 miles before I got there. Which I'm glad, because it's just on a little 2-lane highway like I'm on now. And I had to turn left and then left again to get in there. And I was concerned with having to turn left back, you know, onto the little highway in thick fog where you can't really see. People are still going fast, even though they can't see very far ahead of them. And, you know, it's not like in a car where I can just turn left into my lane and accelerate real fast. It takes a while. So, I never like doing things like that when it's all foggy, because people in cars still speed. The speed limit's 60, and they can only see 40 feet ahead of them. They're still going to be doing 70. Not all of them, but, so, anyhow, all fueled up and on my way to my appointment. I have a 1 o'clock pickup appointment in Pullman. According to my GPS, I should get there about 12:50, so I'll be right on time. So that's really about it. Finally out of the fog. You can probably see maybe up there out the window some blue sky. I don't know. Maybe you can't hear it. Let's see. Maybe the window's blocking it. Now can you see blue sky? Anyhow, so I'm going to carry on, get down there, get loaded. I probably won't record anything until I'm done there. I guess I might record something while I'm there. And then when I'm done there, I was thinking I'll just kind of update, depending on the time it is, what my plan is, because I'll probably only have 2 or 3 hours to drive before I'm out of hours. So I'll come up with a plan of where I'd like to get to sleep, and then maybe I'll just close the video with some driving, since this is just nice middle of nowhere country farm stuff. So anyhow, figured I'd give you an update. So next update coming right. Alright guys, I am all done here in the home of the Washington State University Cougars, Pullman. I actually loaded on the campus. That's I've been to some pretty tight places in a semi where a semi shouldn't be, and I must say that campus is about the tightest of them all. It's a college campus. Why would semis be driving through there? So it makes sense why it's so tight. But, anyhow, I'm all loaded up and looking for somewhere to sleep tonight, basically. So I'm just gonna, oh, there's a fly in here. I'm just gonna cruise until I'm out of hours, pretty much. I was hoping to make it to Othello, Washington, which is where I got fuel earlier. That place was nice and big, and I don't know if trucks park there overnight or not, but only one way to find out. So we'll see if I make it. It's going to be really close. Yeah, it'll be close. So if not there, then I'll find somewhere else to park. It's not really that big of a deal. I just usually prefer not to just wing it. I like to be more intentional about things, but they took longer to load me than I was hoping. So I was hoping to be out of there about a half hour ago, which I know I could have made it if I would have left a half hour ago. But oh well, it is what it is. This is what I've got to work with, so this is what I'm working with. So anyhow, just gonna cruise my way out of Pullman here. Get back out of the town. I want to get back into the country where there's room to drive and no other cars. So yeah, that's it for now.